Hello there, how's your day? I'm Mega Kiddos. Alright, today we are going to talk about Nijisanji and Hololive at the same time, but actually anyone who knows me very well will definitely know that I'm going to be talking about mostly about Nijisanji, but we are going to at the same time kind of like add in a little bit of Hololive story into this whole match. But let's start out with the concert that happened for both Nijisanji and Hololive at around the same period of time, for Hololive at Melbourne, Australia, as well as for Nijisanji concert happening at Singapore. So the thing is, right, as we're gonna talk about this concert, I know a lot of people will be like, whoever watch other people video talking about other people's stuff, I know very well that a lot of people is already kind of aware that, oh, Nijisanji is losing, Hololive is winning along the line. But at the same time, we are also going to talk about the so-called hate on some of the Hololive members, as well as at the same time more allegation against Nijisanji within their management, and at the same time more on the talents of Nijisanji having questionable take or having questionable thing doing behind the scene or on their tweet, as well as also they are losing viewer count. So there's a lot of things to unpack here, so I hope you guys can just bear with me for this. Old man is gonna give a very long take for now. So the one thing is that let's start with the concert. A lot of people tend to talk about how Nijisanji having a concert in Singapore, and how a lot of people might be and not going, or even people may not even going. But the one thing that is actually got a lot of people concerned is that the ticket price, which is at around 100 USD or 148 SGD, Singapore dollars, and a lot of people actually claim that the price is very high for a concert, which as a Singaporean, I am from Singapore, if you guys want to know. I can give you guys quite a few things that I'm actually very shocked to see for this thing. Is that there is a lot of people may not be aware, is that number one, there is no advertisement about this concert in Singapore. A lot of concert in Singapore, like Taylor Swift or any Hong Kong singer, they always have some sort of like advertisement no matter what. Even the Anime Festival Asia, one of the biggest anime expo in Southeast Asia, always tend to have some sort of advertisement to let people come to this event. And even if it's just a big event or a small event, most people will always talk about it. People will post about it, even be it on social media or some sort of like advertisement in real life. There is always a form of marketing or advertisement. But the concert for Nijisanji, or the VR they claim, did not have a single advertisement from what I seen. I mean, like, sure, we can say that they did post on their Twitter and they did post more about it, but the thing is, right, the turnout really is really bad. And if you actually compare the event for Hololive concert that is happening in Australia versus the one that is in Singapore, a lot of people actually start talking about how they are having like some sort of not much people in the first place, as kind of like reported by Khyo-san and Savi-san. There is a really like video showing to the whole world how bad the concert looked, number one, and as well as the empty seat around there. Although there is seat fill in at a later timing, but actually I feel like this is just my personality, so take it with a heel pin also and throw the sword at the screen that if you need to, that I feel that they realize that there is a lot of empty seat and they can't have that, so they kind of like get some random people or stranger or whoever is outside and just let them in to enjoy, because they can't have the seat empty. And if they are not going to have if they are going to have NTC, might as well just try to see whether they can salvage whichever they can at this point of time. And that's what it seems to me. But again, it's really bad, because number one, if you compare that is a live 2D concert with like almost none people in at the start, as compared to Hololive concert, which is basically 3D, where the girls are actually dancing with their movement, they are having motion sensor to capture their whatsoever, it's really proof to show that Hololive is like the talents themselves as well as the company is putting in effort and their hard work into this concert to let everyone enjoy. Like the number of people who will go and type even the 3D or even the Jadon My Soul along the line, people are enjoying it. And even the what make it even more ionic is that if you actually look at nice, but I'm not gonna eat that pizza for now. So if you actually look at the way they show, this is a free preview, so you guys can check it out later the screen. But if you look at that screen, which is similar, which make it kind of like a little bit on the hologram style, and you look at the number of attendants in the concert as compared to what is being shown on Nijisanji, it just proves to show that yes, Nijisanji had dropped the ball and people are actually not supporting them. And what makes it even more ionic for this whole situation is that there is no loyal fan of Nijisanji coming out to defend. It's really like they can't come up with any more reason. They can't come up with their so-called weird reasoning. They can't come up with their denial to talk about this thing. And it just proves to show that, because the thing is, right, I talk about this, if there is really true loyal fan of Nijisanji, they should be going to this event. They should be supporting them. They should be doing everything they know to defend the company if they are willing to do, if they are really such going like loyal fan. But when you look at the whole situation, when you look at the number of attendants, it just proves to show that the attendee or the so-called loyal fan are actually as not loyal fan as many people claim. They are just people who with all bulk and no bite. So it's really sad that the Nijisanji defense force or Niji sister or Niji loyal fan, whichever they want to call themselves as, it's really just all people that is only just young little kid who can't even think. Because the thing is, right, if they really want to support their Oshi, if they really want to support the company, if they really want to defend the company, they should be going to the event. But them not going to the event just prove to show that they themselves are not even true loyal fan. Because a true loyal fan at this point of time will always go to the event no matter what. But if they can't even go, or is it just because, oh, it's in Singapore? Dude, if people who support Hololive go all the way to Australia for it, I don't see any reason why Singapore, they couldn't go. Is it just because Singapore is one of the expensive country in the whole world? Hey, I'm a Singaporean. I live in Singapore. What I don't even want to go to the event myself. So this whole thing is just proof to show that people can talk whatever they want. They can try to defend their company whatever they want. But at this point of time, it's just said that even the company defense force or their loyal fans are all nothing but all just talk. Because if they really truly want to show like this their support, they should be even trying to, like, the company should really bring some of their defense force to support them. But it just proves that at this point of time there is all nothing. And it's all even shown in their viewer count. As reported by Savi-san himself, quite an interesting point is how Vogue Akuma, and I think I can just safely say at this point of time that when I say I don't like him, I really don't like him. I wouldn't say I hate him to the point of being obsession about the hate for him, but I really only respect him that he was able to claim the top spot for quite so long. But at this point of time, it's just said that for a person with almost like for the top, so-called the top of Nijisanji, or the person who is able to overcome everyone and show that, hey, they can show that to the whole world that they can have the most viewers along the line. It's just sad to see that even he himself is just falling off at this point of time. And him having like less than 1,000 views. I mean, like, people will say that, hey, maybe it's just the start of the video. But if the V stage show that throughout the whole stream, the number only peaked at a little bit over 1,000, but it all dropped throughout the stream, and it just proved that the viewers is not amused at this point. So there's a lot of people claiming that he brought it upon himself, he deserved it, or maybe along the line that it's because of the birthday stream that he did is really fall out of praise with many people along the line. Like there are many things, but the thing is, right, when you look at the stat, it doesn't lie. It's really showed that a lot of their talents is now losing a lot of viewership, and the ratio of the number of sub versus the ratio of people going to the concurrent view is really very less. I mean, like for me, even if I got like nearing a 500 subscriber, it doesn't mean that all people come to my live stream. I mean, like at this point, even if I have like 4 or 5 people watching my live stream, I'm very happy. I mean, like if you look at the number of percentage, it's just basically 1 or 2. But for him to have 1 million subscriber but only having 1,000 concurrent viewers, it just proved to show that that is even worse than a 1%. And I don't even know how to give any more defense or how defense force of Nijisanji trying to defend at this point, because if they really want to show their support, they should be really supporting them. But it's really all happening at a very bad timing. And the funny thing is, right, when people start bashing Nijisanji or start talking about Nijisanji in a bad way, it's already now the damage is really happening. There's no way Nijisanji can really use the word negligible. They can just claim that, oh, it was just a bad day at the time. But the word negligible is going to haunt them for the rest of their life, the rest of their moment. And it's really all showing right now. And even more so that I'm actually very shocked to see the number of viewers that is really good getting out of place, and the number of empty seat in the concert itself as compared to even the Hololive, right? It just shows to say that Nijisanji is really losing touch, and even if they claim they are trying to bring in more thing at this point of time, it's just really not showing at this point. And I mean, like, if you think about the concert, right, what makes it even more worse is that the Nijisanji ticket is very expensive, as I mentioned earlier. But when you compare it to Hololive, they even give free preview on their YouTube. And this is what made people support Hololive, because, well, they give the so-called free preview. There are also the case where people still who pay for it still get to enjoy even more, and it's all shown that the number of the attendance. And I don't even want to talk about even how some of their talents, or the Nijisanji talents, or live or whatever you want to call them, are now really all just nothing but all talk and or nothing to do. Really talking about giving the worst thing or giving the worst thing or doing questionable thing at this point. And I mean, like, sure, you guys can say I'm just mumbling, I'm just talking rubbish or what. I mean, like, I'm not. I mean, it's just my random thing. But when you look at the number of people trying to support the talent at this point, is really sad. Like, and again, I mentioned some of the talent give a very questionable thing, or when more and more allegation against the talent is coming out. I mean, like, even for Anna-san, when she gave a very questionable thing about how her haters or her antis are all mentally ill along the line. I mean, like, sure, I can understand if there's a lot of antis like harassing her or attacking her along the line. And I mean, like, normally if you hate a person, if you really hate to that to that extent, why not just move on with your life and don't care about them? But it's just that what make it even more worse is like sometimes the talent just decided to retaliate at this point or counter their point. And for Anna to say that those people are mentally ill along the line, it's just she is giving ammo after ammo after ammo freely to the people who is attacking her. Because the thing is, right, they are those anti or hater are trying to seek her attention, and now she is giving it to them, and they now, oh, we got attacked, now we're gonna start attacking her, because they know very well that they are receiving the attention they desire. So Anna could have just ignored them, or even like do as what Kelly would say: if you have issue with me, talk to our um the management or whatsoever, and they will get back to you along the line. And I mean, like she could have just said that, but instead they don't. And what makes it even funnier is that how some apparently haters of Hololive or Niji's sister or lawyer friend trying to divert the hate and move it to Kelly along the line, that is now backfiring on them. I can't believe I actually want to agree with Res son on this point, is that when she do a so-called English lesson at the time, people trying to say that Kelly is a lolicon or pedophile along the line, trying to divert the attention away from Nijisanji to Hololive. And Kelly has always been one of the target of hate within within Hololive, mostly by Nijisanji defense force. And it's really obvious at this point that the number of people who is so-called attacking, when you go to their profile, when you look at their Oshi or the people they like, or their like profile, or ref say always say, "Yo, like are public." So when you look at those things, right, it's so damn obvious those people are just Nijisanji defense force, or people who trying to divert hate from Nijisanji to Hololive. But the thing is, right, at this point, it's just so obvious to see that Hololive is really now winning in many ways, and Nijisanji is just losing in many ways, because the number of viewers for Hololive is increasing, and it's really very obvious at this point when you look at the stage. But when you look at the Nijisanji, the stage is, look at the stage. I mean, like, won't be surprised when people saying that the concert for Hololive is the 3D. The 3D is really something that people enjoy as compared to the 2D. And even what makes it even more funnier is that how, when you look at some of the 2D, right, some people claim that it's just using the mouse cursor to move the model, or they just shaking here. Oh, I can just shake it. I mean, like, the next time you guys see me moving my model, I'll definitely be moving my head at this point of time though. I mean, like, sure, adding a 3D or 2D, I mean, like, everything is fine. There's nothing wrong. If you have a good singing voice, everything is fine. But the thing is, right, if you think about it, if I give you two options, don't care whether is it Nijisanji, don't care is it Hololive, don't care is it Face Connect or VShojo or whatsoever, because talking about VShojo, I'll be giving even more on VShojo new members we will be talking about. But if we talk about, I'll give you two options of a concert. One option of the concert is that when you go to a concert, you pay $50. You have the blast of your life. The concert looks so chilling. It is packed with audience, and even when you finish the concert, when you go back home, you still get to enjoy a first few minutes of free preview again of the concert, totally for free, as compared to another concert where people can't even watch it, or even when you go to the concert, if you enjoyed it, good, but the concert is just basically like you are going to a movie, to an empty movie theater with almost no one in the in the theater, in the room, or whatever you want to call the place is, and you're just looking at a big movie screen of people moving around, dancing their hair, and the price that you have to pay to sit down in that place is basically over $100. So now that you have these two options, which one will you go? I know some of you guys will be saying, hey, isn't that just referring to Nijisanji and Hololive? Yes, but if you take out the equation of the blending, the brand of the company along the line, which one will you still go? Obviously, most people will choose the option A, where you pay less, you get to have the blast of your life, and at the end of the day, you still get to enjoy a bit of free stuff. And again, I mentioned for those who went to the event, you have to applaud them for at least they are still supporting that Oshi. We should not be attacking them. We should not be doing this attacking any talents or whatsoever. As I believe, as what Lydia's son say, as well as I think Savi-san actually been talking about this as well, and a lot of people also talking about it, is that hurting Nijisanji at their wallet just going to prove a lot of things. And because the market value is close on the weekend, the one thing I will put up as a speculation at this point of time is that be prepared to see the stock market moving the needle on Monday. I mean, like, a lot of people have been taking notice that the stock market have been on the fall on top of Nijisanji, any talent as well. The thing is, right, when it comes to like all these things, stock market will always fall on the lately. And when people talk about like to the stock market, right, when they invest on things, right, they will be if Nijisanji is falling, a company that is big, so-called way bigger than Hololive, then it must mean that Vtuber is falling. But when you look at the whole value, those people don't even understand Vtuber marketing as a whole. So to them, they will kind of like sell every stock for, if they hold 2 stock, they will just sell all the stock because they think all Vtuber are failing. But when you look at the overall, Nijisanji is falling. But Hololive may be losing in terms of the market. Like they've been falling like quite a lot. But if you look at the whole value, if you're a true supporter and you go and buy the stock at this point of time, I think I won't be surprised if the stock start rising for any for any Thaler and Hololive, the cover call at the same time. But it'll be more for Hololive but less for Nijisanji. And at this point of time, I actually like my speculation and prediction about Nijisanji stock market have been kind of on the manipulation side. Basically that Nijisanji or any Thaler is just basically along the line of having the money but not real life money. So what does that mean? It's just basically that the company have been buying their own stock. It's a very, very bad speculation. It's just that because the thing is, right, they are billion-dollar company. But why is it that a company less worth than Nijisanji, which is Hololive at this point, Hololive had less value than Nijisanji, but they are giving out way more value worth as compared to Nijisanji. So the thing is, right, Nijisanji worth, the company worth more than Hololive. And yet when you compare the concept of this whole thing, you can just look at it's basically a 3D, you can just look, it's like a hologram as compared to Nijisanji, which is just basically a flat movie theater screen or LED screen or whatever screen we want to call it. And it's just sad to see this happening, because the thing is, right, some people will just say, I think Khyo-san was the one who claimed this is basically a glorified karaoke screen. And what does that mean? It just basically mean that when you can just watch this at home in your own comfy room, just maybe get a 52-inch or 55-inch television and watch it at your own time along the line for free. That's basically what it is. So it's really, really sad for me to talk about how this thing is really, really bad for Nijisanji. I mean, like, you pay such high price for something to enjoy, but you only get to see just one flat screen of people just moving their head. I mean, like, even when people when people talk about the Thailand moving head, yeah, at least that is like $5, alright, as compared to this 150 Singapore dollars. Yeah. $100 versus $5, a very, very big difference, alright? So it's really, really sad. And considering that some of the talents have been doing questionable things, like Vox Akuma have been doing questionable things, even when I believe it was as reported by Savi-san, I will put out all the video in the link description below if you guys want to check it out later on, so you guys can check it out. But the thing is, right, a lot of their talents is losing a lot of viewers, and a lot of people don't really want to acknowledge it. They are like in the denial phase along the line or whatsoever, but it's really, really bad. But the thing is, right, what make it even more worse is that one of the beloved former talents of Nijisanji, which is Mika, had now re-debut as a VShojo management. I mean, like, it's already at this point of time, people know very well that VShojo is just basically now can be called the Nijisanji former talents retirement room or house or whatever you want to call it. And Mika, who is now known as Michi. Mika. She's not hiding it. So it's really kind of funny. At this point, a lot of Nijisanji loyal fans can't defend their company anymore. And why would that be the case? I mean, like, what Michi trying to implement at this point, right, is that she had actually put up a few allegations, whether is it in a vocal way or indirect way, however you want to voice it. It's really sad to see that some of the so-called the things she called out is now confirmed technically by her herself, and anyone who trying to defend Nijisanji at this point, right, it's just kind of like they are like, yeah, they can't deny it anymore. If one of their favorite talents, like, if people don't like Pomu, I can understand, but Michi is one of the belated talents. Mika, when she was Mika, it's like I'm really getting confused her name at this point of time. So the thing is, right, Michi, previously known as Mika, is really like having a lot of like things she say, how she claimed that she was undead at this point. It's like Kuro being undead, Miss Min being undead, Michi being undead. I mean, like, at this point, it just was basically showing how bad, how they all come back. I mean, like, even for Madara Kang, when she is a cockroach, which I don't understand why at this point. It's just that how she's like, she can't be dead along the line. It's really sad to see that a lot of Nijisanji former talents coming back, and even like for Khyo Kaneko, like, even he claimed that he had a very bad dream bad nightmare along the line, and he would became a normal VTuber along the line. Like, a lot of their so-called claim about how they are shot at, like, even for Michi, when she claimed that, she is very amazed at the VShojo management as compared to her previous management, which is Nijisanji at that time. It just showed to prove that, hey, the Nijisanji management is really, really F up. It's really, really bad. And if Nina or Madara at the time claimed as such, even if people say that maybe K9 Kuro trying to like say that he is still in good relationship with Nijisanji at this point, and he's trying to so-called defend Nijisanji, like, people trying to use Kuro-san as about his take, and I talk about it like how he should have just shut up at this point of time, and it's really, I'm actually amazed that he actually shut up. So when you look at the whole situation, like, at this point, and Michi, one of the beloved Indonesia VTuber, at this point is like, if she give that day, I think it just basically shut out a lot of Nijisanji defense force from Indonesia, and at this point, it's really causing a lot of people to like turn hate against Nijisanji, trying to go against. And I can't recall, was it Millie or Anna? I think it was Millie. Like, the funny thing is, right, apparently Melee trying to do something. I mean, like, also she's trying to do a very questionable thing apparently, when I know it happened. I couldn't find that Twitch. Probably I was just very bad at finding information at this point. But the thing is, right, when like Mika say about how the management is very very bad, right? And then when you look at how some of the talents in Nijisanji still now trying to their best to get out, it's like it's really really bad, and it just proves to show that even the talent themselves of Nijisanji is like they don't even know what they are doing. The thing is, right? Normally when the talent post something, I mean like sure, you can post whatever you want, you can do whatever you want. But the thing is, right, often more than not, the management is there for to help you, to assist you, to at least kind of like make sure that things don't go in the bad way or go in the way that people will try to attack it in the negative way along the line. But like even when one of the talents posting like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna do a 3D, send me some super chat." Dude, even I right now may be lagging in money, does not mean I go around begging for money. The thing is, right, if I in the future, once I get modelized, and if people support me, I will have to put in the effort to give all my viewers or people who support me that money worth. But even if people don't support me or don't give me money, I'm fine with it, because the thing is, right, I at least get to enjoy chatting with people. That's the main point. But for some of the talents to beg for money for super chat and having the 3D live come out to be questionable, some of the stream moment to be questionable, like people are just kind of like, yeah, you know what, we don't want to support Nijisanji. It's like I was actually one of the things that I'm actually very very shocked is that I thought that Philippines will defend Nijisanji to the end. I really truly thought that. Because the thing is, right, knowing some of my Philippine friends as well as the mindset of the Philippines, I thought that Philippines will defend their talents to the end. I really really thought about that. But for that tweet to happen and having people to just say, you know what, we are not going to support her, it's really just sad to see that, hey, maybe the talents are really bad at their PR at all this time. And even I myself just feel like the concert is really one of the things that showcase, like, I mean, like, if people say that, hey, if they want to support, they will pay money for it. But if people don't want to go, it just proves that, yeah, people don't want to go. And I mean, like, allegation by former talents, like, Kuro already talked about it, Madara talked about it, Min-san talk about it, Michi talk about it, all former talent of Nijisanji talk about it and say how management in Nijisanji is very bad. And at this point of time, it's really not a bad news or a good news or a thing or not a thing along the line. It just showed to see that, yeah, Nijisanji had really a very bad management all this time. And I who have been calling it since the JP timing. Ever since the JP, I've been calling out their management a lot of time, and seeing that now their former talent are talking about it, I feel like, hola, I don't need to say anymore, right? Apparently they are. I'm actually very amazed that some of the Nijisanji sister or whatever are not even talking about it at this point. I'm actually very very shocked at when I saw like some, even when they show there are some people who attend the attendance as compared to whatsoever. The number of people who talk about it is just say they got no money, or some like the concert look like animatronic along the line, or even when people saying that the Niji loyal fans are not defending anymore. They are all just quiet. It's really really sad to see that the Nijisanji loyal fan only came out when evidence is not against them. And when the evidence is really out at this point of time, it's really sad to say that, yeah, they are all bug and no bite. And even when they're trying to bring the hate to Hololive, it backfired on them. It also showed that they are basically defender of they are defender of Nijisanji, and they are just young little girl, young little boy who just don't even know what they are thinking. I mean, like, it's just sad. I see a lot of comment talking about how sad they are, or feel sad about it, but again, Nijisanji brought it to themselves, and my advice to Nijisanji at this point of time is that it's not just a full reculture, it's not just a full change. What they should be doing right now is that they have to prove to investor as well as to the whole world that they are willing to be called the top worth VTuber agency for a reason. I mean, like, you guys can just understand that at this point of time, I don't even need to, I'm really like getting tired talking about Nijisanji, okay? The thing is, right, Nijisanji have been like not giving the worth. I mean, they are worth $1 billion company, but they are not even showing they are worth that at this point. They are just like taking all the money but giving none back, and it's really, really sad, because the thing is, right, the more you're trying to support Nijisanji, you're just giving money free to the top. You're not giving the money to the talents, and the talents of Hololive are all worth the money. They are giving the money to the talent. They are giving money to make the concert even better, and people enjoy it. People go to the concert and support them, and in the long run, Nijisanji is losing more money, but Hololive is gaining the money. So I won't even be surprised if within this month or next month that Hololive is going to overtake the stock market over Nijisanji. I mean, like, hell, if Nijisanji suddenly lose the Hololive in terms of stock market within the next, after this video, within the next 1 or 2 months, I think you guys can just basically write in the comment and just say that, hola, you are right. Yeah, I'll be telling you guys I'm always right. So I don't even want to give any more take about this whole situation. Their talent losing viewership count, that tell a lot already. Their Nijisanji talent unable to do a proper take at this point of time, that show a lot. As compared to Hololive, they are able to gain more viewers, they are going to gain more people. That already is enough to shut a lot of people out. And if you are a real loyal fan of Nijisanji, it's not keeping quiet at this point. It's not about saying that you got no money to support them. If you really want to support them, you should actually come out and trying to say that I couldn't go to the event. I mean, like, I don't even hear any people of the Nijisanji Defense Force or loyal fan trying to come out and say that, hey, we couldn't go to the event because it's too expensive along the line. Because the thing, if you say it's very expensive, it just proves to everyone that, yeah, you may be a loyal fan of Nijisanji, but you are just only a person who got even the support, even the Nijisanji at this point. And you're just all butt and no bite. And it's enough to shut a lot of people out. And it's really, really bad. And people can just say that Nijisanji trying to defend their brand, all these things. But if they can't even get people, if they can't even get butt on the seat for their concert, and people kind of call it that the concert is just looks so flat. And when I say it looks so damn flat, yeah, it's really, really flat. And again, I mentioned, there's no motive for me anymore. If I talk about Nijisanji, I would just kind of like make everything short at this point. It's really, really sad. And I don't even want to talk about Nijisanji. I mean, like, Hololive, the concert, I watched it. I enjoyed it. First hour, even though that the first few minutes they are kind of like showing a lot of advertisement for up to around 20-30 minutes, right? But at least I still get to enjoy around 30 to 40 minutes of free content. I'm concerned. Sorry. I'm very happy and I enjoyed it. I mean, like, there's nothing more for me to talk about. I mean, like, if I can't support Hololive, I get to enjoy this. Hey, in the future, if I got the money, I will go and support them. But the thing is, right, Nijisanji, if you ask me, between Nijisanji and Hololive concert, which one am I inclined to go in the future? For me, I would just say Hololive. I won't just say Nijisanji anymore because it looks so... If I go to the concert and people just saying like, oh, it's just sad. Even I'm actually wanting to know how will this comment, right? How will the Niji defend force, loyal Niji sister or loyal fan trying to spin this? It's really I'm actually inclined to see more. So, but the thing is, if I say that they are in denial form or come out with weird reasoning at this point, yeah, you guys will. You'll be back to the point of when I say that they are all bite or no bite and they can't even defend their own, because it's really, really obvious. If they try to say, oh, we got no money, it just proves that you're just basically nothing. And if they say that they couldn't go because of schedule, then why they already planned this long ago? Why can't you at least plan a schedule? Like, this is already like so-called put up. And even in Singapore, when I look around, there is no advertisement. There is no one talking about this. It's basically no one even know about it. And you can ask, I've seen a lot of comments saying that a lot of Singaporeans don't even know there was such an event. And I was like, well, they don't even want to pay for the advertisement in Singapore car. So it's really sad for a company who have the so-called money to do such a thing, and yet they are not doing it. They have the money, apparently. And if I mean, like, a lot of people say that no, they don't have the money. The thing is, right, they are a $1 billion company. If they don't have the $1 billion, where is the money? And I've been talking about where is the money ever since who knows how long when. It's really sad. There's no more take from me. But if you do have your own take, if you got your own, just write in the comment below and we can discuss it further. If you got your own opinion about this event, about the concert, everything, just write in the comment, we can talk about it. But do understand that whatever I say today, whatever thing I say, whatever gift I take, is just all random speculation, a random chat. Take it with a few pins of salt and throw it at the screen if you need to. But if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that never follow a second trend, or maybe I do. But till then, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.